What is up, everybody? Merry Christmas Eve. Welcome on in. It's a special holiday here. It's a special one, not only because there's presents and holly jolly Yuletide joy, but we are taking back Christmas from the basketball folks. 3 football games tomorrow. Not our strongest games, Bender.
No, we're not. We're stop right there. I'm gonna stop you right there because there's zero chance that we are taking Christmas for ourselves. Listen, the slate of games tomorrow is horrendous. Horrendous. I mean, let's start off
Not
with the
our strongest.
Cowboys being eliminated from playoff contention, going up against the Commanders, who have no playoff hopes whatsoever, and are going to start Josh Johnson. Then the middle slate is Detroit, who has everything to play for, right? But again, they need the win, and it's against Minnesota, who's rolling out Max Brosmer.
Yeah.
So that is not going to be a fun one to watch. And then the nightcap, right? The nightcap, Denver Broncos, a 13-point favorite over the Kansas City Chiefs, who I don't even know they're rolling out tomorrow.
It's crazy. Chris, a lot of coon. I
A
mean,
lot of Coon. Are you sure it's not going to be what's that other dude's name? Bashelli or something like that?
it doesn't matter.
It
It
doesn't
truly doesn't matter.
matter.
And I mean, are we
Final game at Arrowhead Stadium. That's the kick in the nuts that they get.
at least gonna get like a Nickelodeon simulcast? Like, like how are they going to try and spin this?
I don't
It's a
even
tough
think that
one.
can
I'll tell you.
save the slate tomorrow.
Yeah, the DFS, we do special DFS coaches for these slates, 3-game slates. I'll tell you, the tight end coach is rough. It's looking a little thin, but you know what? We still got to play it out. It's championship week, so it all matters double, right? You got games on Saturday, got games on Sunday, so we're still here, man. We're here on the holidays. After this, I'm shooting up to a party. Bender's going to do the Sirius XM show tonight solo because he's a man of the people. But we're here for you guys. As long as you guys want to hang out. You know what I mean? I know people are busy. They got family stuff. I see people in the chat with questions. So as long as you guys got questions, we'll hang out and we'll answer them. We'll get you guys out of here nice and early so you can hit that eggnog. So what do you think, Bender? Should we jump in the chat, say what up to people?
You know what? A little business first. Let's take care of some business first here, right? Because I mean, again, yes, that we are not taking time off. I just published the Christmas Day slate for DFS. That's live on Fantasy Alarm right now. The coaches are putting out their articles as well, so that way you guys are completely covered. I'll also be working tonight because I'm Jewish. I don't care about Christmas Eve. And my wife is pet sitting at somebody's place. So I'm home alone tonight. Maybe I'll get visited by 3 ghosts. That would be tons of fun while I'm diligently putting together the watch list and the Survivor Pool article.
While you're home alone, you might as well set up a bunch of wonky traps in your house too, like paint cans that come swinging down.
Dude, because my dogs aren't going to be a problem with that for sure. Reminder: today's Fantasy Alarm show on Sirius XM has been moved to 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern, not the 6 to 8. And then there's no show on Thursday, but I'll be back in the saddle normal time on Friday. So we're going to have everything for you guys because we don't take the holidays off, right? It's nice when the boss doesn't care about Christmas at all, and he'll sit around and he'll help you guys out. In the meantime,
football. The thing is, fantasy football is over soon. I'll take my usual like 4 days off before we get into the dynasty stuff. You know, we got time, plenty of time to take off. I am gonna go to Florida this year and see the grandparents with Laney. So we will take a little time off, but not now. Not when there's football. So let's run.
And I'll tell you what, go check out. I tweeted it out already at Roto Buzz Guy. I put it out on Blue Sky and Facebook as well. My new article over at rtsports.com, the new edition of the Weekly Bender. It's entitled "Be a Scrooge." It's a nice, quick, fun little holiday read for you guys. Definitely want to go check that out because listen, you've gone this whole time, and I'll just kind of give you the brief overview. You've invested money in leagues, in best ball. You've invested in streaming services. Did you know that it costs just under $1,000 to be able to watch every NFL game this season? Between the Netflix and the Amazon and the YouTube TV and the the packages and everything that you have to deal with. You've invested all of this money, and now championship week is here during the holidays. And what are you going to do? You're going to go caroling with your aunt and uncle instead of checking your lineup or making sure that your waiver claims are in order. If that's the kind of fantasy player you are, enjoy second place.
It's true. I did do one kind act. I will be doing my tight end rankings tomorrow morning. I sent in a shell of the article to let the site producers upload that early so that they wouldn't have to publish my article. But yeah, you got to be a Scrooge out here. You got to put the screws to people. I will say this. I did have a league where a buddy of mine, he's like, oh, I haven't been in the ship in years. I really need to win this one. And you know what really matters is the trophy after all. So why don't we just split the pot even and the winner will get the trophy and that'll be all nice. And I was like, I don't think so, dude. I was like, I don't quite think so. I believe my team is a wagon, the 1 seed, the bye week, right? Like your team limped in as a 6 seed. I know I'm probably putting bad karma, but I was like, look, best I can do for you is like, I think we went something close to like 70-30. It's a pretty big pot too. So he's going to take home like $500, even if he loses. And if I lose, I'll take home $500, but even chop, no chance, dude. This is the whole thing. I'm playing the numbers game. I'm in a ton of leagues. I made the championship in 5. A couple of those have no prizes on the line. I got to recoup my buy-ins, and I do that by winning. That's how you do it. So you got to do it the way you got to do it. Hey, and if you're a huge underdog in your leagues, reach out to the other guy and say, hey, let's chop it.
Say, hey, let's chop this one up, huh?
Chop this one up. I am willing to chop. I love your thought process with the big league that you were in, the giant league, and the people that didn't want to chop it in that is that like, I'm willing to chop for life-changing money. That's it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I know this kid and I know where he works and I know this isn't life-changing money for either of us. You know what I mean? It's $1,000, a couple $1,000 or whatever. So yes, if you're talking about, I guarantee myself 10 grand. Yeah. Chop me off at 10 grand. You know what I mean? Or chop me off something that's going to really move the needle for me. Otherwise, I'm playing to win, dude. I'm playing for keeps. You think I come out here dressed like this? This thing, they're coming off. They're getting in my nose. Look at that. They're getting in my mouth. This is for the people, and I'll play to win. So let's go.
Let's do it. Listen, just to show you that we aren't total Scrooges here, how about this? How about a little holiday special over at Fantasy Alarm? You guys want to continue working with the family here? Here you go. Go to fantasyalarm.com/holiday or zap this QR code here. I'm going to leave it up here in the top corner for you guys as well so that you can check that out. But what that's going to do is that's going to take 50% off your first 6 months of the monthly subscription. So that's going to take you from now through basically when the Fantasy Alarm draft guide comes out, fantasy football draft guide. You're going to get the best ball draft guide. If you're into, MLB, then you're going to get the fantasy baseball draft guide. You're going to get all the DFS, all the betting, everything, all the season long work for all the other sports. That's going to happen. You're going to get all of our preseason NFL stuff, including the draft guide and Coop's best ball cheat sheet, which is an absolute must. Just ask everybody who's sitting there. You're already looking at counting some money here from Underdog's Best Ball Mania and the FFPC Best Ball contests as well. So do yourself a favor, hit that QR code, or just go to fantasyalarm.com/holiday. It'll populate the promo code holiday50, and that basically makes it's less than $20 a month. Less than $20 a month. Give it to a friend of yours. If that's what you want to do also, you can gift a subscription to somebody else. Just go ahead and take care of that, right? Sign it up for it there. Give it to your buddy. Give him the login and everything like that. And then once that subscription runs out, then boom, then he's got to re-up on his own. But, listen, if you're looking for last-minute holiday gifts and you know they play fantasy, this is the way to go. So
get them in and invite your friends and family to join the family. We need the more the merrier, right?
The more the merrier. All right. Now, Coop, now you want to get into the chat. Have you been here the whole time? Do I have to go back and look at some other?
I've been here the whole time.
No, you've been here the questions. Whole time.
No, Radobi is the earliest comment for sure.
All right. Well, there it is. And he says, good afternoon. And that's a good morning to me. It's afternoon to the East Coast. It's a good morning to me. Greg Martinez is in here with his Immediate comment there. I put Chris Rodriguez on the cover of the DFS playbook for Christmas Day just for you, Greg. Merry Christmas. That's my gift to you. So you can look at a nice little mean-looking picture of Chris Rodriguez. Rodobi says Bauer's victim. Look at that. We're getting right into it. Oh, Coop. Look at those lists of tight end names there. How ugly is it?
Let me tell you right now, folks. I just want to get this out front for everybody. The decision to start Taysom Hill is a journey that only you can go on for yourself. It truly is. This is such a unique player. He didn't even play 50% of the snaps. He plays gadgety running back, quarterback, sometimes runs some routes. Like, that call is entirely on you. We've been in this situation many, many times before. And he comes out, he has a big game, everyone adds him. Next game, what happens? He has 12 rushing yards and nothing else, and he gets you 1.2 points. That happens sometimes. But then sometimes he comes out and he does have a big game, and they do lean on him. So just know the floor is so bad, but the ceiling is insane. And that's a decision that only you can make for your own team. And that's been my stance virtually the entire time. There is 1 week where I did recommend Taysom Hill. 2023 week 7. I remember it specifically because Juwan Johnson was out, Jimmy Graham was out, and in week 6 he actually did run like 80% of the routes. And I said, okay, you know what? We got a guy who's actually playing some tight end here. We can count on the targets, we can count on that and the gadget stuff. I'm actually in this week. Every other time, it's been your decision. Do you want to take that risk? Do you not? So for me, the Taysom Hill stuff is virtually never going to be my call. Now, people are going to throw out questions like Taysom Hill or Mike Gesicki, and I might say Taysom Hill there. But when you have options like Brenton Strange and Colston Loveland, what I would do here is drop Bowers and add Loveland and Strange to your roster, right? Neither one of them play on Christmas. With Loveland, we're getting kind of mixed signals on Luther Burden and Rome Odunze. The most recent comment was Rome Odunze will play again this season. That to me feels like he might not play this week, but that he's going to be back. With Luther Burden, we have no idea. If both them are out, I'm starting Colston Loveland. If either one of them plays, I'll go Brenton Strange in a fairly safe matchup against the Colts, right? That's how I live with that crew of guys. Can't trust Colby Parkinson after he got outplayed by Terrence Ferguson, and they ran the same number of routes.
I'm in on Brenton Strange here. I mean, we'll see about Loveland. I'm Brenton Strange all the way here. Just Jacksonville means business, and if they can like stomp the Colts this week and just ruin the Colts' chances of making the playoffs, I think they're going to do it. And the Colts ranked 26th in DVOA against the tight end position. They're giving up like the 6th or 7th most fantasy points per game to them. So even though there's a competition for targets, I still think Strange is your best option out of this.
Safest floor by far of that group.
We got ourselves a little super chat here. What's up, Chris?
Super chat.
Here you go, baby. Pick 4. Nico Collins, Ashton Genty, Devon Achane, Saquon, and Bijan. I mean, you got to go Bijan.
You got to go Bijan. You got to go Achane. Like, those guys are locked in for me. I don't know. I don't care who the quarterback is for Achane. Howard said it all year. Game script goes out the window with Achane because they just put him at wide receiver in the slot when they go down. So those guys got to be locked in for me, as does Nico Collins. Like, he's just – the upside is too big for a guy like that. Mm-hmm. With the other ones, I'm a bit old school here. I do like the guaranteed touches that comes with Saquon Barkley. This team is – they got to win to keep it going. And the thing about Genty is – I'm seeing people rank him very high this week. That makes me nervous. I don't think that all of a sudden a switch got flipped and he just figured it out. What I think happened is this is a guy that has always had the ability to break off big plays, but they just haven't been there most of these weeks because the blocking's terrible. This is probably just going to be another week where they aren't there. You know what I mean? It's like the player's good, the situation's terrible. And for me, I just can't move him I see people moving him all the way up to RB1 range after one big game. Go back and watch that game. He just made a couple great plays, and that doesn't always happen. So I'm going to go with Nico Achane, Saquon Bijan. Any objection to that?
None whatsoever. That is exactly the foursome that I would lock in as well. And I mean, yeah, again, when people start chasing points from last week, right? I mean, even I who like sat Genty last week, regrettably, Still don't look at him this week as being somebody who I really want to lock down. Sure, it's the Giants, and it's a soft matchup, but I'm not sitting Saquon in favor of him.
No.
I'm definitely not sitting Bijan or Achane over him. And yeah, I love Nico Collins. You know, I love Nico Collins.
Right.
So
who's likely to break off a long touchdown run this week? Is it Genty or is it Barkley? Because I've seen Barkley do it a million times. I've seen Genty now do it one time.
Exactly. All right, let's keep cruising here. As always, by the way, if you guys do want to sign up and be a member here, or if you want to do a super chat, your questions will get bumped to the top of the queue. We appreciate your involvement here. We absolutely love seeing you guys out here. So we appreciate that for sure. And look at that. Just as I say it, here it comes. At LG, video game controller poses triumphantly in between the words critical hit. I don't even know what that means. But he says he threw a tip of. Okay. So I know who this is now. I just saw that email. Let me shout out to Brian Clerman, who sent me a little Amazon gift card. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. My wife appreciates it much more than I do. She's like, "Oh, I was looking at this and this and this." I was like, "Okay, honey, there you go. Here's a little something towards it." So I thank you so much. Really appreciate it, Brian. You have my undying gratitude.
Critical hit. Let's go.
Critical hit.
Killtacular. I'm trying to remember some of the Halo phrases from those days. Running riot.
I don't know. All right, here we go. DJ Sale U, Kyle Pitts, Brenton Strange, Theo Johnson.
Yeah, you got to go Kyle Pitts here. I mean, he's just been, even with Drake London back last week, he was rock solid again. Seems like he's finally healthy. For a couple years, kind of banged up there, and Cousins has figured out how to make things work with him. So I can't go away from him right now. Not after. Again, if he had a massive down week with London back last week, then we could have gone away from him. But I'm not going to do it after we've seen him operate with London back.
All right. Here I found the questions that you tucked in there. You don't need to ask him again. He's like, I don't know, take my money, but I had 3 questions in the group chat. Do I need to ask again? You do not.
For the record, brother, the $4.99 you could just do. If you hit join instead of the super chat, it costs $4.99 for the whole month. So it covers you for the rest of the year, this Sunday, everything. But we do appreciate the super chat for sure. Just a little inside baseball.
Here you go, Coop. Drake May or Jared Goff?
Yeah, I'm going Drake May. For me, I would even start Drake May over Josh Allen with Allen dealing with this foot issue. I think the only player that has a case to be ranked ahead of Drake May for me is Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Right. Which I do rank it that way. Especially if it's a 6-point passing league, but I'm starting May over Goff for sure. Not that Goff's even a bad start, but Drake May versus the Jets, I just can't imagine what it would take for this to be a bad game for the Patriots.
He also wants to know Seattle Seahawks defense or the Lions defense. Oh, I got to go Seattle defense here. Listen, I get it. Max Brosmer is bad and everything like that. I get that. I do. But dude, how bad is that Lions defense? You know, they've given up an average of over 31 points per game over their last 5 games. Now, granted, they haven't faced Brosmer, but that secondary is trash, dude. Trash.
Yeah. Eden Hutchinson is going to get his hands on that ball, though. He always seems to. I do have Detroit ranked ahead, but I have them very close. So we're split on that one. You have to either decide between your 2 favorite holiday elves or go into the Discord and check with Dan Malin and get a third opinion on that. So we're split on that one. He's got the Seahawks. I have the Lions. To put in perspective, though, I mean, I have the Lions at 4 and the Seahawks at 6. So both great options.
All right. And then one more here. Play Tyler Warren or pick up Taysom Hill, AJ Barner, Mike Gesicki, or Colby Parkinson.
The barn burner is actually growing on me here a little bit, but I'm going with Tyler Warren. The matchups here have been kind of tough for him. He did get 9 targets this last week. And Rivers, once again, same exact time to release, 2.41 seconds. I think Tyler Warren's going to be just fine here. He came very close to making some big plays in both of these games. And I think they're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I agree. Agree there. All right, cool. So we hit all those. And again, thank you very much, Brian, man. We really appreciate
Cheers, brother.
the love here and the private love too. My little private dancer. I made my wife dance for that gift card. I was
Rules
like,
are
dance,
rules.
lady, dance.
Rules are rules. We had a lot of people showing up today, man. We really appreciate you guys because we said, you know what? It's like Christmas Eve. If the people want to talk ball, we're here to talk ball, and you guys showed up in a big way. Love to see that.
Saints or Rams defense?
I gotta double check that one because the Rams have always been solid, but the Saints always gotta check their matchup here versus Titans. I do have the Rams ahead against the Falcons. The Rams are just a great defense. So like the Seahawks and Rams for me are always going to be ranked somewhere in the top 10, no matter who they're playing, really. So I'm going with the Rams.
I'll side with you here on the Rams, but the Saints, I mean, come on, we've been targeting against Tennessee all week.
I know,
But
but
the Saints to be the one team to stop Tony Pollard?
Tennessee, I'll tell you, Tennessee and Carolina are kind of coming around a little bit lately. That's what has me hesitant about matchups like the Seahawks and the Saints is that like Cam Ward hasn't looked as bad lately. Hasn't been good, but they've been keeping themselves in these games.
I'm more than happy to watch Kirk Cousins crap the bed on Monday Night Football. I'm more than happy, especially if the Rams have like an added incentive to win. If something happens with Seattle, something happens with San Francisco, Rams need that win in a big way. Fantasia Fun in the house. What's up, Skinny? If Henderson is out, pick one: Ramondre, Brees, or Michael Carter. Dare I say, Ramondre is my guy this week here.
I mean, Ramondre, if Henderson's out, he's like back end RB1. Like I have it ranked right now in our system as if Henderson will be out because that's what I believe, and I have Stevenson ranked at RB13. Why wouldn't he be against the Jets here? He's played fine. It's the split that's been the problem, you know. Besides the fumbles, like he's actually played pretty well. And in fantasy, we don't care all that much about fumbles if there's no risk of him being benched. And I don't think there would be this week.
All right. Championship week, my guys. Let's go. What's up, Frederick? Good to see you here. Fantasia also says Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to the whole family. Followed up by J Main going, yo, what up, gang? What up? And look at that. My lady here. Auntie Coop in the house wishing a Merry Christmas to me and to Ann. I thought I was daddy. No, is that from Laney?
Uncle Howie.
Is that from
Laney? That was from Laney.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're in the other room watching right now. And then we got to get in the car right away and go to a big party. Hi. Laney, you want to go to a big party?
Ooh, I want to go to a big party.
Big party.
And I go to a big party.
You're invited, man. Just kind of scoot on over.
Fly out now.
Yeah.
Radobi says need 3: RJ Harvey, Omarion Hampton, Cortland Sutton, T. Higgins.
So bench one. It's not going to be Harvey. Harvey has been scoring every week. I'm a little shocked at how low other people have Harvey ranked. If Vidal's going to be out with this neck issue, it's Hampton.
Even against Houston. I mean, Sutton for sure. Sutton has averaged like 80 yards per game over his last 4 games. He's got 3 touchdowns in his last 4. Trent McDuffie expected to be out. Jalen Watson expected to be out. It's a low point total for the Christmas Day game. But with those guys out, I expect Bo Nix to kind of attack with the wide receivers on the outside for sure, and then let Harvey just kind of run through the rest of the in the second half. So
yeah,
I'm kind of thinking that it's there, but Sutton for me, I don't know. It's Higgins that's coming down with the question. Do you got to drop him in with the way he's playing?
I think right now for me, it's as simple as this. The Kamani Vidal, I guess the MRI was good for the neck issue, but he's day to day, but he might still miss this week. If Vidal's out, I'm just going to start Hampton. If Vidal plays, then go Harvey, Sutton, Higgins. I think it's easy enough.
Well, we're going to, all right. So look for practice reports today because Harvey and Sutton are tomorrow. So,
well, I'm starting Harvey and Sutton anyway.
You're starting Harvey and Sutton no matter what. So you're saying basically if Vidal is out, use Hampton. And if Vidal is in, use Higgins.
Boom. And you can wait on that because Higgins plays at, they
Sunday.
both play at 1.
Yeah, early on.
Good. Easy enough.
Merry Christmas, Fatty McFat. J Main says T-Law or Brissett.
Those are them guys, huh? I'm going T-Law. I have Trevor Lawrence ranked high. I mean, going up against the Colts here, very important game for them. And he's been great. He's been playing great. Liam Cohen, the QB whisperer. I mean, we saw it with Baker Mayfield. Now we're seeing it with Trevor Lawrence. Got to go with him. It was a tough matchup last week. He played awesome again.
True that. Should I be nervous about starting Drake London this week for the ship, or do I pivot to Debo, Parker Washington, or Rico Dowdle? I think you got to stay with London.
Yeah, go London. I'm going London there. Did you see what Trevor Lawrence said? That they had him mic'd up before the game.
No,
got me fired up, dude. He gathered up the offensive guys and he's like, you know what? They're saying this is the best defense in the league, but anybody lines up against us gets their ass whooped. So let's go. Fired up, dude. Fired up, dude. Let's go. Trevor Lawrence, my guy.
Better defense to start, Saints or Bucks? I gotta go with the Saints. I got the Saints here higher.
Yeah, that's where we're going. Saints against Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I do. Sun God said on his podcast that he loves playing in Minnesota, so let's go. He's in the playbook. As long as that knee is healthy, that's the thing that we got to check out.
Yeah,
just watch the knee. Salty Bag of Nuts, what's going on, dude? We're working, so thanks for giving me something to watch. Thank you for putting in the honest day's work today, my friend. No days off, baby.
We're working.
No days off. Strange or Taysom Hill?
Strange, especially in full PPR. I do have Hill ranked a little higher in standard, but I don't know. It scares me. It's not how I want to. Like, you put in all this work all year long. You do all this research, and you're looking at the spreadsheets, and you're looking at the route participations, and you're keeping track of injuries. And then championship week rolls around and you're going to start a gadget like pseudo fullback, like weirdo, and put your whole season on that. That's just not what I like doing. I don't like doing that.
I don't like doing that either. All right, a little member chit chat going on here. Just want to make sure that I get to all the members that are in here. And it's AZ Fox. Is it me, or do I feel like I'm being forced to buy a subscription that I don't really need? What subscription are you being forced to buy, AZ Fox, Mojo?
No one's forcing you to buy anything. It's just if you take fantasy football very seriously and you like playing DFS, or especially if you play other sports like baseball and basketball and hockey and MMA and PGA, then become a member. And if you like hanging out with us on the show here, then you like hanging out with us in the Discord where we're in there talking and watching the games and do all that stuff. So no one's forcing anybody to buy anything. It's just if you became a member, then you would get everything we have, all the rankings, all the time, all the cheat sheets for every sport. I mean, we have 6 different cheat sheets for just football alone. The best ball draft grid cheat sheet, our redraft cheat sheet. We've got the dynasty stuff. Like, it's definitely not something where you have to be a member if you're just like a casual gamer, or just have a start set every once in a while. But if you take this game seriously and you love hanging out with people and talking to people who take it seriously, then become a Fantasy Line member. Simple as that.
Oh.
What?
Netflix
I meant.
And he loves us too.
Excellent joke, Mojo. You're the best, dude. Got me to go on a rant. Yeah, Netflix, man.
Right, to watch 3 of the crappiest games ever.
Right.
Do I have to subscribe to Netflix?
My favorite Netflix comment of the year was when they announced that tweet that Warner Brothers was buying them for they were buying Warner Brothers for like $1 billion. And somebody comments and goes, "You guys said you didn't have enough money for me to share my password with my mom." Like $75 billion. Just incredible comment, dude. Incredible.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you don't need to get Netflix. Get it. Fantasy Alarm membership, way better than Netflix.
Way better than Netflix. Mojo was listening to the show last night. I appreciate. Thank you, Mojo. Yeah, listen, man. The Twitter haters. I mean, again, that's it's the people. What drives me nuts is just, if you're with me all season long, I'm answering every start sit question, right? Boom, 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 boom. And then finally I turn around and I say Joe Burrow over Trevor Lawrence, and everybody hates me.
It is. Yeah.
Oh, you ruined my fantasy year because you said Joe Burrow over Trevor Lawrence.
Right. The thing is, you gotta my two pieces of advice, and this is what I've done for a long time. One I've tried to be better about. The one I've done for a long time is treat every source you have as a tool, especially for information gathering versus opinion. Like gather as much information and then form your opinion. That's why when you go to one of like the tight end coaches or QB coaches, you're going to see a full write-up on that. And then you can take that information and decide if you want to start those players. It's going to feel better if you make your own calls. The other thing is try not to ride the roller coaster. Try not to victory too hard when you win, or get too down when you're wrong, because we're doing the best to give ourselves a shot to succeed. That's what this whole game is about. So, and if you take the highs too high, the lows are going to feel even worse. Just try to trust your process, keep it moving in the same direction, and hope the odds are in your favor. And that's helped me a bit this year to deal with the trolls and the snarky Reddit comments and stuff, because I trust the work that we put in, and the outcome doesn't always match that. If it did, this game would suck. It would be boring. If we knew it was going to happen, we wouldn't have a game to play. So that's how I feel about all that.
Sound advice coming from a guy in a Santa hat and the weirdest looking Christmas
Gingerbread
vest I've ever seen in my life.
This show got very serious for what's supposed to be a silly Christmas Eve show. Let's get back in the chat and get crazy.
There we go. All right, OG Curdy's in here. Thanks for the start sit last week. You're very, very welcome. Made it to live this week. Hey, Coop too. Merry Christmas. Two of the very best in the business. We thank you so much. Boom. Thank you very much there.
Got the shout out there at the end.
Jerry Nelson, Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you, Jerry. And here we go. SPF, I'm not even going to read it. Start two for the chip this week. DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin, Cortland Sutton, and Kyle Pitts. I'm going to say Cortland Sutton is one.
For sure. And the other one should be DJ Moore. As good as Kyle Pitts has been, historically, tight ends really just don't rack up the yards. I mean, you even look at Trey McBride. Like, he's not putting up 1,500 yards like the top wide receivers, 1,800 yards. He's putting up just over 1,000 so far, and he's on pace for a top 3 season all time. There's a reason that we have that tight end spot for tight ends, and the flexes are usually for wide receivers and running backs. So I go Moore and Sutton.
Here we go. Baker or Nix? Half point PPR start 1. Brees, Pollard, McLaurin. Ooh, that's a lot going on there.
Yeah, let's start with the quarterback situation here. And man, Baker's got all his weapons back. He's going up against the Dolphins here.
I mean, he's looked terrible.
And then Nix has got this game against the Chiefs, which
he doesn't really need to do a whole hell of a lot.
I'm going upside with Baker. I got to go Baker on that one.
All right, upside with Baker, and then I think I might have to just lean on Tony Pollard here. I'm not going to use Breece Hall against the Patriots. It comes down to Pollard versus McLaurin, and it's Josh Johnson. I just don't know what we're going to get out of Josh Johnson. Do you?
No, I mean, the thing with Pollard is if they can keep the game competitive, then Pollard has actually looked pretty good. The problem that you run into is when they go down by a ton, they lean on Tajay Spears. But the last few games, they've kept them competitive. And the spread on this Saints game is like, what, 2.5? And they're the home team. I think the Titans, as long as they don't even have to win, they just have to stay in it. And Pollard's going to be all right. So I do like Pollard there.
Membership has its privileges here. He forgot a question before. CeeDee Lamb, JSN, AJ Brown, Chase Brown, Henderson, and Michael Carter pick 4. Yeah, JSN, AJ Brown, Chase Brown. Those are musts for me. I throw that to you, Coop, because if Dallas has nothing to play for right now and they've got CeeDee Lamb already locked into a long-term deal, how much do they play him on Christmas Day? Versus Michael Carter going up against Cincinnati. I know this has all the earmarks of me saying I'm going to play Audric Estime over Ashton Genty, and that kicked me in the nuts. So I will say CeeDee Lamb, but I'm just going to throw that out there for you.
Well, I'm not going to start Michael Carter over CeeDee Lamb. If Henderson clears, then you have a question. But I would still just start Lamb, JSN, AJ Brown, Chase Brown. Hopefully, for your sake, it becomes easier and Henderson's not available, and then the question is Lamb or Carter, and you just start Lamb.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think that teams just kind of gave up and shut down players until the Raiders put Brock Bowers on IR for no reason today. So there you go.
Tonjes if Kittle's out or Tyler Warren?
Tyler Warren. I really I don't love Tonjes. He's fine, and he's like a DFS play now, but I don't think he just steps in and becomes even 75% of Kittle. So Tyler Warren.
Half point tight end premium. Here we go. Need to flex one.
Yes.
Breece Hall, Debo Samuel, Jalen Coker, Rashid Shaheed, Gadsden, or Barner.
And what a bad string of luck for what you're looking to do here.
I might lean Barner.
Barner's so Barner back-to-back six targets. He also, with no Elijah Arroyo, played 94% of the snaps, ran 87% of the routes. So in tight end premium, I think you're right. I think it's Barner.
I think it's Barner as well.
Barn burner.
Hello, Albert. Happy to have you here. Radovi also says Giants, Jaguars, or Saints. Radovi sweating the defenses here in a big, big way. I'm going to say Jaguars here.
Yeah, I like the Jags. They actually have a good defense. So, yeah, go Jags against the Colts.
Tim Hoffman in the house. Merry Christmas to you, too. Championship week, PPR, 2 questions. Need 3. Carter, Diggs, Jacoby Myers, Ted McMillan, Jameson Williams, and Dylan Sampson. We'll start with that one there. Need 3 out of that, Coop.
Yeah, if Dylan Sampson goes, there is some appeal to that. I am hearing that he's going to be limited in practice today. He's got a hand and a calf issue. So I like Jameson Williams for sure of that group. He's going to be in.
I don't think you can stray away from Ted McMillan, even though it's the Seahawks.
No. And then, if Sampson goes, I probably go with him. And otherwise, I might just start Michael Carter. He got a decent amount of work last week.
No love for Diggs?
Yeah. I just worry that, in these big, important games, he plays a ton and goes crazy. And then some of these other games, they're, really limiting his work. It's very odd.
So you're going Carter, McMillan, and JMO.
Yeah, but I'll start Sampson if he's playing. Because, no Quinshawn, no Jerome Ford.
Okay.
Against the Steelers, that's where I would go.
All right. So there you have it. Oh, wait, I forgot the QB question.
Yeah, it's Burrow for sure.
Burrow or Stafford? It is Burrow.
Burrow's QB1.
Sure. All right. Try not to outsmart myself. 12-team PPR. I've got McBride. Opponent has Wilson and Michael Carter. Brissett versus the Bengals. Tight end smash and block opponent's points. Or Hurts versus the Bills. Neither of us have the Eagles.
Interesting.
I do find this very interesting. I have Brissett close enough to Hurts where I might want to negate those points.
Right, but
You're not really negating much from Carter, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. I do have Hurts still ahead, and I would go Hurts. The problem is there's a narrative where what if Michael Carter just runs all over the Bengals and then you just get smoked? Because then you get the down week from Brissett and McBride. So I think I just go with Jalen Hurts. He's been good, and against the Bills, they got to show up.
All right. Who told you?
She already had it in her notes. Apparently, I had
tell
mentioned it. She's like,
anybody.
I already had it
Keep
saved.
Quiet. Keep it quiet. Thanks, Honey Coop. Mark Andrews or Taysom Hill? Oh, geez, all this Taysom Hill stuff.
I know. I do. There is a spot where I draw the line, but I have Mark Andrews ahead of that line for Taysom Hill. I have Taysom Hill ranked literally one spot behind Mark Andrews, though. Anything after that, I actually would just kind of go crazy with it.
Right.
You know what? You know what Charlie did? Like I said at the top of the show, if you want to start him, that's your call. The spreadsheets don't tell us what to do with this guy because he's not quite a tight end. He's not quite a quarterback. He's not quite a running back. We don't know how much he's going to be used. We don't know if Foster Moreau is going to play yet. If you want to do it, then you can do it. But for me, I would start Mark Andrews.
There you go. How do we feel about Drake London?
I mean, for me, he falls in that category of like, unless I have 3 top 20 wide receivers, I'm just going to start him
Yeah.
because he's Drake London. And I fear the problem. The real problem is that there's so many wide receivers that even on their best day, they couldn't do what Drake London does.
I still have him as a top 20 receiver this week.
For sure. That's what I mean. So, like, unless your team's an absolute wagon where you just have all these top 20 wide receivers, then you just play London because once you get outside that range, those guys, even if those guys are healthy and he's hurt, they're not going to go out and have 125 and 2 touchdowns. You know, only so many guys can actually do that. So I'm still London over a lot of these guys. Like, are you going to go out and start like Jacoby Myers over Drake London? Not me.
Back to the tight end world here. Loveland, Andrews, or Mayer?
I would start Loveland over those other guys, even if Luther Burden and Rome Odunze played. Loveland has had a pretty good floor most of these weeks. What has Mark Andrews done all year?
Steelers D, Pats D, Pollard versus Trey Tucker. All right. Well,
yeah, those are my top 2 defenses this week.
Yeah. I'll take the Pats over the Steelers this week.
Yeah, they're my top 3. I have the Broncos at 1 against the Chiefs who have given up. I have the Pats at 2. I have the Steelers at 3. So I'm with you. Pats over Steelers.
Yeah. Pollard or Tucker?
And then I like Pollard still.
Yeah, me too.
Tucker's been getting, he's been out there running a ton of routes, getting decent looks. I don't think he's that good. I don't think Geno Smith is that good.
I think that Geno Smith is the big problem there.
Yeah.
Javonte Williams with a possible neck injury or Woody Marks. So Javonte, we got to look and see what his practice schedule looks like today because that's going to be very determined. I posted in the DFS playbook for the Christmas Day slate. I said I'm going to look at Malik Davis ahead of looking at Javonte Williams in this matchup. Because, I mean, listen, if you've got Javonte, if you're even remotely thinking about re-signing him and he's got a neck injury, you have nothing to play for. Why put him at risk?
Right. I mean, Jerry Jones was around when Michael Irvin dealt with all that neck stuff that shortened his career. I mean, Woody Marks is a full participant in practice, so I'm going Marks.
Yeah, I'm going Marks here as well. Hurts or Dak? Carter or Monangai? Bibbity babbity boop.
Bibbity babbity.
It's Hurts for me over Dak.
Yeah. Well, Dak versus Washington, but yeah, I mean, are they going to mail it in? Yeah, go Hurts.
I got Hurts in that front. And then Carter versus Monangai. I think I'm leaning on Carter here.
Yeah, it's Carter. Just because Monangai is splitting, but Carter's not. It wasn't really the split we thought. Like, DeMercado just played a little bit. The split between Carter and DeMercado was kind of like the split between Chase Brown and Samaje Perine, where Carter got most of the run work and then they split the pass work, which that's fine with me. I'll take that.
Saints, Pats, or Lions? I think we said the Pats.
Pats, yeah. I have the Lions at 4.
Fairbairn or Aubrey?
Can't go away from Aubrey, man. Can't go away from that guy. It's crazy that Brandon Aubrey at one point was set to start a job in like medical tech sales, like literally that weekend. And then he told his boss, oh, by the way, I just got one last tryout with the Cowboys. And then he ended up being like the best kicker in the league. And he had to call his boss and be like, I'm not going to be able to show up next week because I play for the Cowboys now.
Because now I'm a football player.
Crazy story. I love stuff like that.
Devontae Smith or Luther Burden?
Devontae. Burden, even if fully healthy, he's a part-time player.
Tonjes or Schultz?
Schultz. I mean, Schultz he's been the second pass catcher on that team. Jaden Higgins never emerged. Christian Kirk, still part-time guy. Like, it's Nico and Schultz running 40 routes every week.
Fairbairn or the Pats kicker?
Ooh, I'm going Borregales this week.
Borregales.
Check your wires, folks, for Borregales and Pinheiro. Those are my third kicker 3 and 4. Situations like that for these guys where it's like the points to some degree are guaranteed. Like the only way these guys have a bad week is if it's all touchdowns. But like you see it all the time in these games with the where one team goes up and they just kind of cruise around and start kicking field goals. Like Borregales and Pinheiro are both in good spots, great spots.
Yeah, I agree. Here you go. Full point PPR, Juwan Johnson or Darren Waller.
Juwan's been awesome, man. Waller didn't get the route participation I wanted to see, unfortunately. So he's actually, people might be surprised how low he's ranked this week. Guys like Waller, Gadsden, Kincaid, Ingram, like if you're not running 60% of the routes even, I'm not starting you championship week. I'm not doing it. I'll go Juwan, I'll go Strange, I'll go Barner. I'll go over that group of guys. That's where I would start Taysom Hill. Because if my tight end is only going to run 60% of the routes, I would rather have a guy playing 40% of the snaps that's getting a couple carries, so that I did draw the line on a lot of those guys. They're just, to me, they're dead. Like you don't even have to roster Waller.
Would you start Sutton over Nico Collins or Chris Olave? I'll say no.
No. We love
as much
Sutton.
as I love Sutton and I love what he's been doing.
Yeah, no, those guys rock. Let's jump in for a little rapid fire, but before we do that, I was thinking we give.
Do you want to talk about being a champion?
Talk about tis the season, right? Tis the season for championship
season,
fantasy football, and also for giving, right?
Ba-boom.
How often do you have an opportunity to give out a gift to 10 people, to 12 people, to 14 people, however big your league is? Grab a championship chain, pass it around to the winner, give a gift to everybody. Say, hey, guys, it's the holidays. You know what? I got us a little something for everyone that we can all share. We all have a little piece of it. And if you win, you get to rock it at the draft, at the banquet, on the Zoom. You can just take pictures around the house like I keep doing with Laney and sending them to my buddies. So, I mean, it's awesome, man.
I wore this into the bedroom the other night. Just saying.
The middle of the night crinkling around. My wife's a nurse. She has to wake up at 4 a.m. and I just get up to pee and it's like.
It sounds like Jacob Marley's coming to visit.
Yeah, that's right, dude. Yeah, get it? I mean, and again, the ghost of Christmas future, a future championship is coming. You don't necessarily need to wait for yourself to win. I know it's cool to buy it for yourself and show up to the, rocking the chain first time, but it's honestly, in my opinion, even more cool when you show up and you say, hey, I didn't win, but I got this for all of us. And you throw it on there, dude, make them feel like a boss. And then everybody else is like, hey, you know what? Thanks for doing that. It's a season for nice things. And these things are nice. Let me tell you.
They are. You could also be not so nice and get one that says, I suck at fantasy football and put that on your league loser at the draft, right? Whoever finishes in last place with the least amount of points, slap that onto them. Listen, USA Sport fan chains, these are absolutely fantastic. These are adjustable. They're durable. They're more economical than anything else that's out on the market right now. They've got a couple of different options there. Go to fantasyalarm.com/USA chains or hit this QR code right down here. And what you'll get is if you use the promo code ALARM, you'll get 5% discount. Plus, I think it says 1,300 on the screen, but I think they're at about 800 right now. 800 that come in, orders that come in next, tax-free. So that ends up helping you out, more of a 10 to 12% discount than just the 5% discount. But fantasyalarm.com/USA chains. And Coop's right. Set your league up with one, right? Pass one around to the winner. Pass one around to the loser as well. They got you covered, 100%. Boom.
Boom, Chagalaga. Let's see if I can put more stuff on as the show rolls on.
Oh, yeah. They just keep adding to you?
Yeah, adding. This ad is getting warm.
I'm sure it is.
Let's hit some rapid fire here to get caught up.
All right, here we go. Rapid fire. Evans or Harvey?
I'm going Harvey, man. As crazy as it sounds, Harvey's been awesome. Awesome.
Brissett or Mayfield?
I'm still going Brissett here. I know he had the one down game, but he's been good.
Remember that time Mojo asked us that he's being forced into a subscription? Remember that time?
I remember that time.
That was some funny stuff. Francois Williams, Waller, Mayer, Gesicki, or Taysom Hill?
I mean, brother, I'm going Taysom there. Like, go
There
big.
you go.
Go big.
Half-point PPR. If Kittle doesn't play, Waller or Barner. I like Barner.
We like Barner. 6 targets back-to-back weeks, and he's finally playing a big route participation. And they use that they use the fullback, which kind of takes that wide receiver 3 out of the game. It's why we like the tight ends for the 49ers and why we like the tight ends and the Dolphins when they play a big role. So it just consolidates those targets a little bit, and it's nice.
Harrison Jr., Parker Washington, A.D. Mitchell.
I'm going Marv in half PPR. In full PPR, you might have been able to sell me on Parker, but I'm going Marv.
I agree. Juwan Johnson, or I guess that's Julian Hill or Taysom Hill. Either way, it's Juwan Johnson is the answer.
I don't think it's Julian, bro. The people are excited for Taysom. I'm going Juwan, dude.
Juwan for sure. Should I still play Javonte? David, tell us what your other options are. We'll be happy to weigh in on that.
With Javonte, I feel is similar to Drake London. You got to have you have to have at least 2, possibly 3 top 20 guys. And I would even throw Devondre Swift in there, but like, I don't know if I'm going all the way down to some of these other guys.
Rico Dowdle or RJ Harvey? Harvey for me. Do you remember that time that Mojo said he meant Netflix, not the Fantasy Alarm subscription? That was some funny stuff.
That was funny.
It was so funny that AA was like, here we go. Superflex, Bryce Young, DeAndre Swift, or Michael Carter. Oh, I think you got to go Bryce Young here.
In Superflex, I would even start like these backup quarterbacks unless you have a guy that's locked in for like 15 points. It's too easy to get points as a quarterback.
Nope. Swift or questionable Javonte?
That's right.
I would look at Javonte's practice schedule today and see what they're saying about him. If he's limited today, then go Swift.
Right. Yeah. If Javonte's a full go, it's Javonte. But if it's even close to being a split, I'm going Swift. If they say he's going to have a limited workload, it's Swift.
With Bowers now on IR, can we trust the Giants' defense? Depends on your options, but
trust is a strong word. But I do have the Giants ranked 10th. So if a lot of teams are rostered, then go there.
If Kittle doesn't go, should I play Kincaid or get Tonjes?
That can't be the best options, dude. I mean, Kincaid is definitely not healthy. So you probably just got to start Tonjes. I cannot trust Kincaid. He's clearly dealing with a knee issue. He hardly even played last week. I think he ran like 12 routes in an important game.
Any concerns about the nasty weather in Buffalo on Sunday with starting guys like A.J. Brown over someone like Michael Carter and Henderson? Just look at the weather. You know what? Snow games are fun games.
Right.
Buffalo's got a heated field. They got fans who shovel the snow off on their own. I'm still locking in A.J. Brown.
Plus, we've had multiple NFL players on both sides of the ball say the snow favors the offense. Tom Brady said it. LaShawn McCoy has said it. And on defense, Brian Urlacher has said it, that the wind favors the defense because it just knocks the ball out of the air. That's good for the defense. The snow doesn't. Heavy rain can be a problem, but it's really just wind and heavy rain. Everything else, fine. I'm not really worried about it. And that goes for cold too. Mathematically speaking, the scores when it's like sub-zero, 10 degrees or lower, those type games, slightly more points are scored in those games than other ones. I don't know why that's the case, but it is true. I pulled the numbers on StatHead earlier this year.
All right. We got a rapid fire here with 5 minutes to go. Purdy or Lawrence?
Well, we'll start rapid fire after I check my rankings on this.
I've got Lawrence slightly ahead of him.
I think I do as well. I have Lawrence 1 spot ahead. 7 in Lawrence, 8 Purdy.
There it is.
Now it's rapid fire.
Carter or Sampson?
Sampson if he goes.
Start 2. Hurts, Herbert, Dart.
Hurts and Herbie.
Hurts and Herbie. What are your thoughts on Kittle playing this week? Does not look good.
Doesn't sound good. He said when he got taped up, went back in the game, and said his ankle got worse.
Yeah. Merry Christmas to you, Coop. Happy Hanukkah to me.
That's how you do it. That's how you do that.
Radobi says, sit 1. Pickens, Higgins, Sutton.
Wow. Sit Pickens, right?
Yes. You know what? Pickens, though, Dude's playing for a contract.
Very
Playing for a
true.
contract now. So that's another reason why I'm kind of like, for DFS, I'm using Pickens over a guy like CeeDee Lamb, and then I'm hoping Flournoy actually plays. So I look at
Yeah.
this one here. I might just sit against
No, sit
Arizona.
Sutton. Sit Sutton. Yeah, you got to sit Sutton because that game could just be a nobody wants to be here game.
Yeah, it really could. Purdy or Brissett in 6 points per passing touchdown. I've got them one spot away from each other, but I've got ranked higher.
I have Purdy ranked higher. Purdy does, yeah. Go with Purdy.
Do you want to use Brissett to negate anything for McBride, though?
I see. The thing is, Purdy also, he's got a little more mobility than you think, and that is kind of the difference maker where I rank them. And 6-point passing, I think I would just go Brissett there. Especially, well, I put it this way: if Kittle plays, then just go Purdy. But if Kittle's out, then go Brissett.
Okay, that works. That works. Walker over Carter and PPR. Oh, the old Kenneth Walker routine.
Yeah, I think I gotta go Carter. He's just getting more of the work.
Should I drop Fairbairn for Pinheiro?
Yeah, I would. Pinheiro, Fairbairn's very good at home, and I know that LA's got pretty similar conditions, but Pinheiro's just been great. Pinheiro's been awesome. He just missed his first field goal of the season, and it was a 64-yarder that was true, but hit the crossbar.
Hit the crossbar.
Yeah, like
right?
this guy is
crazy.
This guy's kicking the snot out of the ball, and it's against the Bears where they should be able to score.
All right. Come on, you're rapid firing here, Coop. Fairbairn, drop Fairbairn for Borregales?
Yes.
Michael Wilson, Christian Watson, or Michael Carter at the flex? I think I go Wilson here.
Yeah. Yep, go against the Bengals.
How high are we on Trey Tucker? Not particularly. Lockett and Bowers are out. Trey played 100% of the snaps going up against the Giants. I mean, it definitely depends on who your other options are, but I'm not like bumping Tucker up too much here that I expect him to go off.
Right. DFS, he's a great play. And again, I am bumping him up to like where I have guys like Adonai Mitchell, right? Where it's like number one wide receiver for that. We don't even know if he's that great of a player for a terrible team. Yeah, I'll put him right there. Guys like Adonai Mitchell, I got him up near guys like Adonai Mitchell, Christian Watson, kind of. But I still go Watson over.
Okay. Warren, Rodriguez, Monangai, Pollard, or Michael Carter.
I mean, you've been the Chris Rodriguez guy.
I don't necessarily know if I'm using Rodriguez over Jaylen Warren. Even though it's Cleveland, it's still the outside zone run has been ridiculously effective. Ever since Cleveland just kept chasing the sack record for Garrett, they've been giving up a ton of yards on the ground. Ton of yards.
Go Warren.
Brissett, Purdy, or Lawrence? I got Lawrence here.
Lawrence, yeah.
12-man half-point PPR, 2 flex. His starters are all of these guys, and his bench are these guys.
No, I think you got it right. You got it right, absolutely. And your team's actually awesome.
Yes, it definitely is. So we not making any changes.
No changes, man. No changes. Dude.
Lions defense or Seahawks defense? Zay Flowers versus Parker Washington.
I have the Lions at 4. Though Howard likes the Seahawks, we actually already did that one. And then Flowers, I'm going Flowers. Parker Washington still was a part-time guy.
Yeah. Even the kicker, should I remove him for a better game? What has he got? He's got Seattle's kicker.
No, I like Jason Myers.
Yeah, I like Myers too. Don't worry about it. Fantasy Alarm is the GOAT. Thank you very much. All right, let's see. Rob Fossil's in the house here. What's up, Rob? Same team, Herbert or Geno Smith? Herbert. Houston D or Giants D?
I still go Houston. I mean, it's just they're a good defense.
Yeah.
Versus the Giants are not a good defense.
If Kittle is a game time decision, would you play it safe with Juwan Johnson or wait it out for Kittle, then pivot to Tonjes?
When does Juwan play? Juwan plays like an hour before, right? I think we're going to know by I think we're going to have a good idea by Sunday whether Kittle's playing. So I think that's going to sort itself, but we'll be live here on the YouTube channel from 11 to noon. answering every question, and we're gonna have more data for you there. So Wandelier, pop back in over there at that
All
time.
right, last couple of questions. Then Coop's got to go traveling here. Caleb or Nix?
Knicks.
May or Lawrence?
May.
Evans or Sutton or Devontae Smith?
Evans over both.
Evans over both. Does Kittle play? We
I
don't
I
know.
don't think so.
If Henderson plays, do we trust it or do we play it safe with Swift? If Henderson's playing, I'm using Henderson.
Yeah, if he clears concussion protocol, the rules of protocol suggest that that player should not be limited in any way.
Do you bench Derrick Henry for Kenneth Gainwell?
Do you have the stones? No, go Henry. Henry played well last week besides the fumble. I don't think the benching is gonna carry over. A couple carries for Keaton Mitchell doesn't scare me.
Myers or Pinheiro?
Pinheiro. Oh, from Brazil.
Brazil. Obrigado. Loveland or Juwan Johnson if Kittle can't play? I like Juwan.
Juwan for sure.
Juwan.
Yeah, yep.
Full point PPR first. Get for a first down. Rush attempts too. Sutton, Wandale, or Tracy. I think if you're getting points for a first down and 0.2 for a rushing attempt, I think I'm using Tracy here.
Yeah, I'm benching Wandale.
Yeah. Harrison Jr., Parker Wash. Oh, I think we got this one already here. We went Harrison.
We did.
All
right, last questions. Let's go.
Do we trust Jacobs if he plays or start Wilson or Tracy Jr.?
I'm playing Jacobs if he plays. And if he doesn't play, then I'm actually just going to start Emmanuel Wilson. He's been good whenever Jacobs is out.
And finally, Strange or Juwan?
It's Juwan, baby. It's Ben Juwan. Let's go.
It has been Juwan. That's going to do it for us here. Have a very, very wonderful holiday, everybody. Again, holiday sale here, fantasyalarm.com/holiday. 50% off the first 6 months. It makes it less than $20 a month from now through 6 months from now. Do the math. Get the draft guides, all the fun stuff from that. We appreciate everybody being here. We appreciate all the love. We appreciate all the attention. We appreciate you guys clicking that like button, maybe even that subscribe button as well. But in the meantime, this has been Andrew Cooper. I'm Howard Bender. This has been Alarm Fantasy Football. Best of luck to you in your championship weeks. Coop, any final thoughts?
Yeah, we just want to wish you a happy holidays and a very heartfelt
adios, turd nuggets.